Maryland has inaugurated its first Black governor. And your spice rack may be a vessel of horrors. That's some of what we'll get to on The 7 from The Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. It's Thursday, January 19th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. First up, the U.S. will start taking emergency steps today to stay under the debt limit. The country is close to needing to borrow more than it's allowed to. The current debt limit is $31.4 trillion. That's an amount set by Congress. The Treasury Department will now shift federal funds around to buy the government some more time. That could push the crisis until at least June. Then, if Congress doesn't raise or suspend the limit, the government may not be able to pay its bills, which would have devastating consequences. And it's already looking like the issue will turn into a showdown between Republicans and Democrats before Congress takes any action. Number 2. A deadly helicopter crash in Ukraine appears to have been an accident. The crash happened yesterday near a kindergarten outside Kyiv. 14 people died, including 6 officials from Ukraine's Interior Ministry, crew members, and a child. There are no initial signs of foul play despite Russia's ongoing missile strikes. But Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said the war caused what he called a terrible tragedy. Number 3. New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern is quitting. This morning's announcement comes as a shock and brings an abrupt end to her 5 years as the nation's leader. During times of crises, Ardern's empathetic style has been praised around the world. The 42-year-old says she no longer has enough in the tank.
I think the cumulative challenges that we've faced as a team, and they have been extraordinary, has taken its toll. I consider this job a privilege. But I am also human, and so my reflection has been an entirely personal one.
She'll step down by February 7th, and someone else will lead her party into national elections happening in October. At number 4, Maryland inaugurated its first Black governor yesterday. Wes Moore is only the 3rd Black governor to be elected in U.S. history. He's an author, veteran, and the former leader of a nonprofit that fights poverty. In his inaugural address in Annapolis, Moore noted that they were standing in front of a Capitol building built by the hands of enslaved people. He said that while some progress has been made, the future is blindingly bright.
This journey has never been about making history. It's about marching forward. Today is not an indictment of the past. Today is a celebration of our collective future.
The Democrats' agenda includes tackling the racial wealth gap, childhood poverty, and climate change. Microsoft announced layoffs yesterday. That's story number 5. 10,000 employees will lose their jobs. That's close to 5% of Microsoft's workforce. The layoffs are supposed to help prepare the company for a potential economic downturn. Other major tech firms have been doing the same thing. Companies have announced at least 57,000 job cuts in the coming months. Overall, the job market in the U.S. has been remarkably strong, but other parts of the economy have struggled, and many experts say that a recession is likely. Number 6. Parts of Greenland are the hottest they've been in 1,000 years. Scientists say the coldest sections of Greenland's ice sheet are warming rapidly and showing changes that are unprecedented in at least a millennium. This suggests a long-term process of melting has begun, which is bad news for our coastlines. Greenland contains enough ice to raise sea levels by over 20 feet. Number 7. Your spice drawer might be the germiest spot in your kitchen. A new study examined people preparing turkey burgers. Researchers were looking at how people cross-contaminated various kitchen surfaces while cooking, and spice jars were by far the worst. People know to disinfect cutting boards and handles, but might not have thought about spice jars. So you should totally wipe down the jars and keep your hands clean. And that's based on science. That's what the researchers are saying. All right, you're all caught up. I'm Christina Quinn, and I'll meet you back here tomorrow filling in for Jeff Pierre. It's his birthday, by the way, so let's send him all the good wishes. Happy birthday, Jeff.